Do you like puzzles? And do you like a good story with some of the very best music? If your answer is yes, then I recommend Swan Song with all my heart. Hey everyone, this is Spawn, and today we are going to be talking about this indie game called Swan Song. This game had me hooked for straight 5 hours, and this was when I was also playing 007 First Light. Alright, I'll keep this short and sweet. First and foremost, thanks to the developers of this game, Business Goose Studio and Pirate PR game marketing agency for providing me early access to this game. It is through them that I am able to bring this review to you as soon as possible. Swan Song is an indie game developed by Business Goose Studios. It's a cozy narrative puzzle game about music, memory, and letting go. It tells you a heartwarming story through its puzzle. As you solve more and more puzzles, a new piece of information is revealed that unfolds the story further. You play as a girl who operates a musical box, but it's not an ordinary box. This musical box only works if you are able to solve the puzzle, which leads you to the next piece of the puzzle. The goal of the game is to take the swan from source to destination by overcoming obstacles along the path. There are a total of 9 chapters, and each chapter has about 10 to 12 puzzles to solve. And once you solve 3 to 4 puzzles, the game reveals another piece of information that adds to the overall story. The pacing of these puzzles are incredible. As you progress through the chapters, the game introduces new obstacles in the puzzle and makes sure that the game remains challenging without being frustrating. Some of the obstacles in the game are a hunter, a long clock hand, a semi-broken tile, a transparent tile, and some more. The game also has different movement tiles, a tile that moves in straight line and a tile that changes your direction. These tiles are also color coded, and you have to put the musical note in the right color string to ensure that the right action is taken when the note hits. When you wind the box up with the key, the music flows from left to the right. Each puzzle asks player to place notes on a musical scale. When you turn the key, composition plays, activating platforms and opening paths that guide a small swan to the safety. Now that's the game in simplest form. But as you progress, more variety is introduced, and you would need to actually stop and think about what you actually need to do to progress further. For example, here is an obstacle called Hunter. What it does is that on its turn, it shoots. And if your swan is directly in front of the hunter, you get knocked out of the platform. So you need to figure out the strategy to get around it. The best part is that these puzzles are not meaningless at all. They reveal a story as you progress. And by the end of the game, you understand the whole picture. It took me about 6 hours to finish the game, but time may vary for you depending on how much time you take to solve each of the puzzles. Now the game also has beautiful music. Throughout my 6 hours, it felt very soothing and a delight to listen to. It elevated my overall experience for the game. Now as for the story of the game is very meaningful. But I don't think I'm going to share anything about it so that you can experience it for the first time on your own. Swan Song is a sweet and simple game. The game challenges you through its puzzle and keeps you interested through its story. And all this while when there is a beautiful music going in the background. Now at this point, I just hope that you give this indie game an opportunity, because by the end of it, You will feel very accomplished for solving the puzzles, and you will see a great story unfold in front of your eyes. Well, folks, that's it from this review, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye and take care.